Okay, welcome back to the channel. We're racing at Chicagoland, and pardon me, this is my first commentary on one of my races. I figured I wanted to put a little bit of time into it because I did win the race, and just kind of show you guys what I went through. I qualified third. This is the 40-lap fixed race for the trucks. I guess let's get into it. I am leaving chat on for a very specific reason. And I'll go into that a little bit later. I just thought it was really funny, and it kind of made me chuckle at the very end. That's kind of what happened. We had somebody who was racing that kind of acted like a know-it-all. And
That's probably
mic check
as I ever had.
And kind of paid off in the end.
You're good.
Thank you.
Some lady was flashing me on turn 4, so I hit the wall.
I'm going to have to use that excuse next time. Alright, so here I am. I'm number 4. I'm starting third. Let's see if we can get some different angles here. Cockpit view. The gyro. Roll bar. This is kind of a cool view. Alright, so
Did you say something, Terry? I couldn't hear you.
I'm going to jump into fast forwarding here. It's pretty boring. Alright, so most of the races that I've been in, the leader kind of jumps the start a little bit. And so I was kind of anticipating that. My foot's on the brake, my foot's on the gas, and I'm kind of revving my motor a little bit so I can let off the brake and hit the gas hard. And he kind of chucks up. So, hey, it is what it is. I was able to get a decent start anyways. I ended up letting number 2 go. I let off right here in turn 2. And just kind of let him go. It's not worth it this early in the race to try to race him hard to get position. I'll take you through just the first lap here, and then I'll start fast forwarding. Tires are pretty cold, so you got to kind of take it easy the first lap, maybe lap and a half, 2 laps.
Really?
Yeah, and there goes the caution. Lap 1. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and fast forward. This time I got a little bit of a better run on him, and I do take the position. And number 22 up here, he raced a good race. He really did. He did make a mistake right about lap 33, I think, and I was able to capitalize on it. But had he not made that mistake, he would have definitely won the race. He's pretty young. Sounds like he's pretty young. So, a lot of respect for him. He did act kind of like he's kind of a little bit of a know-it-all, but I'll give him props. He did a good job. Okay, there's another caution. Lap 6. 2 cautions.
How many paint cars do you have, guys?
All right, so we're gonna fast forward here. I don't remember what.
Can you hear me? Go on the apron that your tires were.
Yeah, there it was. There it was. All right, so we're gonna back this up, and I want you to listen to what he says. I'm chasing him, okay? And he tells me if I keep going down to the apron on the front stretch, I'm gonna burn my tires up too early. It's kind of ironic because I'm gaining on him. I made a mistake about 2 laps ago. I cut down just below the white line on turn 4, and I had to back off. I was going to lose control of the truck. So I lost, gosh, probably half a second on him. And because of what I was doing, cutting down on the apron, I was able to gain about 500ths a lap on him. And I think he knew that. Unless he was just being, I don't know. I think he was afraid of me catching him. I think that was part of it. So I'm going to rewind just a little bit and see if you can hear him.
Or if you can hear me, go ahead on.
Yeah, here we go. I was on the wrong lap.
Just heads up, or if you can hear me, go ahead on the apron that your tires were, so you can do what you want to.
Yeah, that tells me because I was making up time on him. I think he was getting nervous. Well, whatever.
What was that?
Go ahead on the apron and make your tires worse, so it doesn't have that front end. I didn't know that.
One of the tricks to this track, kind of like Charlotte, is really trying to keep that car or truck down low. There's a little bit extra grip down there. You see, I'm catching him. Every time that I do this, I gain, like I said, about 500th a lap on him. And I am backing off, you can see in the corner. Early in the race, he was asking the top 2 or 3 if we were running wide open. I wasn't. I was letting off. Trying to save my tires, put a little bit of pressure on him. All right, we're gonna fast forward here. I'm being pretty courteous when I'm running too. As I get closer and closer to him, I back off a little bit more. I'm just hoping to put pressure on him and let him make a mistake. Alright, the lead change is on this next lap. So you can see I'm letting off more and more now. Tires are starting to burn up a little bit. And it's burning up for him too. He's not walking away from me. Yeah, I think it's on this next lap. Right there, I let off way too much. I was, again, trying to be kind of courteous to him. And I saw him go up to the wall. And I thought, I think he's losing control of this. I think he's getting a little trigger happy on his throttle coming out. And that's when I was kind of ready to jump on him, because I had a feeling on one of these laps he was going to do that. Again, I'm racing him clean. It must be on this lap. I thought it was 34 or 35 maybe. But iRacing said it was 33. I think this is where he does it. Yep, right there. Alright, let's watch this. Let's watch this a couple times. I can see right there his truck's already a little bit canted, like he's losing grip in the back. So, let's see if I can go to... It's not a very good view. Woo! That was close. There was no caution. He just lost control a little bit. And from this point on, I pretty much raced pretty conservative. I knew he was going to have to make up a lot of ground, and I kind of let him make up a lot of ground. I backed off a lot in the corners, trying to save my tires a little bit. And what do we just see here? What was it? Going down to the apron can burn up your tires, huh? From every lap on, he starts doing this. He does make up some ground. And he tries to peek his nose in on the last lap on turn 2. I'm sorry, turn 1. But he just doesn't have it to get by me. I give lap traffic props for staying down and out of the way. Yeah, there he goes. Going low again. And we got 3 more laps.
Jonathan, eres un hijo de la gran puta.
Yep, following me. I said he's a good driver. I think he's got his B license at this point. Tries to get a little bit of a run on me, but I think he went a little too high and got in the marbles. Like I said, I'm trying to race pretty conservative because I knew he was going to have to run pretty hard to try to pass me in the last couple of laps. See if we can watch my inputs. Yeah, see, I'm off the throttle quite a bit.
21. Thank you.
Alright, we're going to come to the start-finish line for the white flag. He's just making up ground. He's catching a little bit of a draft and getting a little bit closer on me. I could have probably raced a little bit harder, but I was afraid.
White flag.
I was afraid to this close to the end of the race. There he goes. He's trying to peek in. I didn't come down on him. I didn't block.
Yeah, but I think it's going away.
But I knew if I tried to push too hard, I could do the same thing he did. So I was trying to run pretty conservative.
Good race, 4. You were just sitting behind me waiting for a mistake, and that was smart.
Yep.
Should have had that one. Got loose coming out of 4. That gave 4 easy run.
Hey, I'm supposed to do the commentary.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a blast, man. Great run. I don't know who was complaining about 19, but I watched him drive a great race also.
That would be the 16 car. Good race, 4.
Good race, guys.
Good win, Michael.
Fred, Jamie, top 3.
I definitely lost my tires at third through that. That sucked.
Yeah, but saving tires was a blast.
Yeah, just being easy on the throttle and steering.
All right.
I think he might have had something for the 19, but I was catching you right at that same time, so.
Yeah, he would get away from me a little bit, and I'd pull him back in, and it was just.
Okay. So there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. name of the game on iRacing is just, you know, whether you're a rookie or you're up in the pro division, is really try to race clean. You know, eventually the W's are going to start coming. And if you try to race too aggressive, you're just going to lose safety rating. It's just not worth it. You know, I've been, gosh, I don't think I've had a win for almost a month in any of the races. So I've come really close, like 2 or 3 second places and a bunch of top 5s, but you just take your time. You know, don't be too aggressive. You try to be too aggressive, you're going to get into a whole bunch of wrecks, and your safety rating is going to go down. You might lose your licenses and get knocked down a class or 2. So just take your time. Try and race really clean. If I guess I could go into a couple of different tangents real quick, but so one thing that I've done is I've rebuilt my rig with my monitors, and I got my field of view correct, and that made a huge difference. I just couldn't believe that. I've heard a lot of the YouTube sim racers say that you get your field of view correct and it makes you a better driver. And I kind of rolled my eyes a little bit. I was like, there's probably something to it, but boy, when I did, it made a big difference, because I can really tell now when the vehicle is starting to lose control. I can see my braking points a little bit better. Depth perception's better. It almost acts as like the same field of view, or not field of view, the same like depth perception when you get it correct, like you're in VR, and it really makes you feel like you're actually in it. You're not actually driving a computer sim. So I think that's a big help. If you don't know how to do that, you don't know how to set your correct field of view, or like the depth perception on it. Look up some videos on iRacing, your field of view. There's a bunch of them out there, I'm sure. All right, so we're just gonna leave that here. You have any comments? Leave me a comment. I don't get on here just to toot my own horn, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an instructional video. And I thought that was kind of funny about the number 22 there telling me not to go down on the apron. Maybe he really thought that. Maybe he really thought that I was burning up my tires, and maybe that would have been the case if we were running the 80 lapper on with an open setup. But you know, it just didn't pan out this time for him. So, all right, thanks guys.